Greetings, fellow traders. Bob here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Thursday, August the 27th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we are with the market here today. So SPX, okay, so we're up a point here today. It's been a little bit of an interesting day, right? So we're monthly chart is over the upper Bollinger Band. Weekly chart starting to put an upper shadow right here. You got to watch out for these little gap magnets below right here on the weekly chart. Daily chart, putting in a shooting star type candle. Range is actually pretty good today, but it's been a lot of whipsaw price action. Let's take a look at it here on the SPY here intraday. And see how that's behaving here. So this is a pretty challenging morning, right? So we stayed away from SPY today. We focused on more of the names that were strong in their various sectors, which we'll look at in a little bit. We had a green candle right here, red candle right here, big inside candle right here, red candle, green candle. I mean, it was tough, right? But we did end up putting in a double top up here, and that really started the big move down, right? So we caught a piece of this just now on the short side here through here. It was just a little bit sketchy with all the price action here. It gets you a little bit timid, right? It's like, well, if I short here, it's just going to go back green really quick, right? So we use some other techniques that we use intraday to get that going. Let's take a look at the S&P futures so you can see what we were looking at. So you can see here on the ES, we have the 5-minute chart, right? So we're all the way up here, all-time highs today, right? So we pushed up this morning. We had, I guess, better than expected job numbers, and then Powell said some of the right words this morning at the Jackson Hole thing, and then it was just the markets was like a little bit of irritable Powell syndrome on that one, right? So double top right here, inside 5, which ultimately worked its way down. Another inside one right here that worked its way down. We shorted right here down to the 15-hour below through this signal zone. Once we got some confirmation, even a lower time frame out of here, right, we were able to get down to these levels right here. So that was nice. But up here obviously would have been ideal, but a little bit tricky with all this craziness in here today. So once we got through those levels, we got back to the 15-hour major. It was a little bit easier to do that. So, but still, you can still get nice percentage moves off of that on the intraday basis. Let's take a look at the MES here and see how that's going. So MES again, same stuff. So big levels right here, right? We kind of bounced off of this this triangle that we were talking about this morning. So this triangle level is still going to be potentially in play here for a potential bounce here, as it's starting to put a lower shadow in off of the 15 or below. Let's say with the Qs today. Again, we've been getting a lot of clues in the Qs today. So they've been showing like a lot of weakness, and that helped us get short. Right, we saw that some of the big tech names and the Nasdaq itself is going down. Even Tesla pulled down after we had a nice trade to the upside on that one today. Let's say with the IWM. So IWM is actually pretty decent this morning, right? We took the banks were strong, the airlines were strong, so it gave a nice move up, and then we saw some reversals go on there intraday. Let's take a look at Apple. So Apple definitely nice here to the short side. Goodness gracious, I'm missing this one right now, but it's worth it here for the video here. Anyway, we were short SPY, so it's all good right here. But look at this. This is beautiful. Nice triangle right here. Nice breakdown too. Again, really corresponding with the Nasdaq. And wow, Apple is really breaking down. I might have to pause this video and just kind of see where we go. It's tough to chase it right here off of this move, but really incredible stuff here. So good there on Apple. Let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla also had a big move there. As well. So we got a nice breakout right here, nice consolidation. We caught this move up. Fortunately, we took profit on it right before this drastic pull down happened on that. So it ended up bouncing off its 15 or below and retesting yesterday's high, which was the prior all-time high level. So that's a nice job on that one. What else? So a couple of the ones that we looked at this morning that we did well on. We had JP Morgan. JP Morgan was just great from the open. The sectors were strong, right? And it was responding really well to the Jackson Hole comments. And we pointed that out 2 times this morning for some good moves. And then AAL just kind of squeezing on the AstraZeneca news, more Corona cure type stuff. So that got us to our next level up here, which was a nice trade on American Airlines today. So ultimately it reversed, big upper shadow off of that one, and now it's dropping below its 15 or below. So good stuff there. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on. So we've got a couple good chart requests out there. So let's take a look. I mean, they're all good, right? So let's take a look at those. So we got Pfizer. Okay, so Pfizer's been on the bearish radar, right, for the last couple of days. It's getting removed from the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We're an inside day right now as it's starting to curl down here below its ADMA, right? We can see it's given a couple nice breakdowns here and finally got a little bit more follow through as it's continuing to break down here as we speak. which is good stuff there. Walmart is another one that was pretty powerful. Had a huge amount of call activity recently, and it's really moving up here on the statement that they may be bidding for TikTok. So all you got to do these days to get your stock to go up is say you're going to bid on TikTok. Inside day up, right? Got through some geometric levels right here. This is really tricky. We saw this thing start to move this morning with some decent volume. We liked what it was doing right here, but honestly, guys, the option spreads were just too crazy to get in today. This is one you had to hold, right? We had a few members that were long in this one, at least from yesterday and also from a little bit ago when that big option activity came in. But for me, on a day trade side, I didn't like how the option activity was on it. So, but nice move on Walmart, and let's see if they end up winning the bid for TikTok. Yay, TikTok. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, Peloton was another one. Got a great upgrade this morning, and it was just a reversal, right? I couldn't get over any major pivot levels on that, so I'm not surprised to see that reversing one there. A lot of requests on Square. So Square, again, had an upgrade this morning too. Tried to push out of these geometric levels right here and just pulled back off of that one. So it's really, really rough there with the market. So we'll see how that goes going into the rest of the day today. Beyond was one that members pointed out this morning with some increased strength. They had some good news this morning. Again, guys, Beyond is a tricky one to trade, right? So it was bullish at the open. The spreads are crazy. And it does this every now and again, right? Tight consolidation, then it moves, right? So this consolidation was really since this last breakout move, it was really not too long. It was basically like half a month, and then it started to perk up again. So it does that every now and again, and so one to keep an eye on, right? So LVGO, another one. It's been forever bullish, right? And it's still holding on here pretty nicely. So inside day up, but just not really getting a lot of action on this one. Again, we talked about an A, B, C potential coming back to the cloud on LVGO's your daily chart. So we'll see how that goes on here. Right now, it's still holding the ADMA, so it's generally just kind of hanging in there, right? So another one, Boeing. So this is a big one this morning. They had a successful flight test this morning. Came back up to the top of its triangle range and reversed off of it. But it was a big move at the open, and this helped draw those airlines up today as well. So that was a nice one there. And then finally, FSLY. FSLY, again, all this TikTok news is actually has been good for FSLY because they provide a lot of the back end stuff for a lot of these names that have been really, really strong through the Corona crash, like Zoom, Shop, right? And now this whole TikTok thing. So it got a big move off of that one, but it's been really crazy in here since it's been in the trend box. Actually, just got up to the prior upward trend line here and rejected it. So again, day trades only on this stuff, really, really risky. So just use a little bit of caution out there on that. So anyway, guys, great stuff. I'm going to go and see how these shorts are doing here today, and we'll be back at it. We'll see you guys at the market wrap. Stay healthy out there, and remember to risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.